chop up some onions and some garlic, a little bit of oil. You could do that, or you could just skip that part and go straight to making them. So I got my pan here going hot already. And I'm gonna add this is 2 pounds of beef. To this, we're going to add some Tony's. Some garlic salt. Some cumin. And lastly, some taco seasoning. And if you want to add some garlic powder, onion powder, again some diced onions or some chopped garlic, you can add that as well. This is just a very quick meal to prepare on a busy day or a day you didn't have much time to prepare anything. So the meat is almost done, and we're going to strain this because we don't want this to make our sauce greasy. Okay, so what I have here is just regular tap water, but I have hot water, and so I'm going to add this to the beef. And you basically just want to have enough to where it kind of surpasses the meat, because we're going to use some of this sauce to place on top of the tortillas once the enchiladas are done, but as well as we're going to dip the tortillas in here so it makes them pliable. Okay. Now, since we did add water to this, we are going to need seasoning, so we're going to have to season again. You can use salt if you want, you can use more Tony's. Okay, and then this is where the can of wolf chili comes in place. This is no beans, and this is a 19-ounce can. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on so it can start boiling a little faster. Okay, so I went ahead and lowered the heat to about medium low. And if you want, you can skim off these little bubbles off. And the reason people skim this off, it just doesn't have a good flavor really. Okay, so let's start dipping the corn tortillas. See how they're not pliable, and so they'll start cracking. You won't be able to roll them. So that's the point of dipping in the liquid. Okay. And it won't take much. Wait a few seconds, and then you already can tell it's pliable. Okay, it's hot too. gonna go ahead and turn off the heat because it's hot enough for it to. And what I like to do is kind of circle them around so they're easier to grab, because if you stack them on top of each other, it keeps them too hot and it's hard to peel them off. The tortillas in more than about 10 seconds, because if you leave them in too long, they'll start coming apart. Okay, now to make things easier, we're going to scoop out the meat. I'm going to strain it and then put it in a bowl. Okay, so I have my shredded cheese, my beef out of that pot, my tortillas that I dipped in the liquid, and then I have some of the liquid from the beef that we cooked on the side. So I'm going to spray this pan just a little with some baking spray, and then I'm going to pour some of that same broth that we cooked the meat in. And hopefully these didn't stick too hard. Okay, so they're more pliable. We're just going to put one in that corner. Get a spoon. And we're going to roll them up against the wall so that it helps it keep it in place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to top this with cheese. And before they go into the oven, we're just going to add a little bit of this liquid on top of it. And when it comes out the oven, we're going to add some liquid as well. We're just going to cover this with foil. And that's going to go in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes at 375.